Hey everybody, good evening. If you were on that last video, I'm sorry, my connection is poor. I'm gonna give this just another second to let some people get on here to watch this video because I just cut about 5 people off having to switch to a new video. Hey everybody, I'm Erica Despain. Welcome to Madtown Minute number 2. I started this last week and I'm excited to get on here again. Good evening from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. We are on vacation this week, but I still wanted to make some time to get on here to tell you what we have gotten into this week. So let me look at my notes here. Okay, so let's jump right into it because I want to be respectful of your time tonight. So on Monday, the first article that I put up on the website was all about our florists in town. When I was doing research about our local florists, I was really surprised to find that we only have 3, and only one of them is actually in Madison city limits. And if you're confused about why that makes a difference, it's just because we get the revenue for that. Our city does, we get those tax dollars. But 2 other are still in Madison, so we want to support those. So if you missed that article, definitely go on and check those out. I was actually going to do an article on Monday about funeral homes in Madison. So I did a quick search, where are funeral homes in Madison? And I was really surprised to find that we only have 1. So I didn't want to do a roundup post about that on Monday simply because there was nothing to round up. We only have 1 funeral home, or so I know, and that's Legacy. I think it's Legacy Chapel Funeral Home on Hughes Road, but I do need to go ahead. I want to get in touch with them and maybe just go ahead and dive into what they offer, since I think they are Madison's only funeral home here in town. Yes, a little bit of a morbid topic. However, it is really important, an important business here in town. I want you guys to know about what Madison offers. Another article that I put up this week was actually just an edited article that I did in May. It was all about where you can find the best brunch spots in Madison. What was really interesting was that I wrote that article originally in May, and I wrote it as where you can find brunch spots for Mother's Day. And so when I went back and looked at those articles, it was interesting to see that all of those places only offered carry out or curbside or delivery. But 4 months later, happily, everything is open. Everything is available for dine-in. They have more hours. So I edited that for you. Sadly, 1 restaurant has closed, Beignet Cafe, but Goodland's Poorhouse now offers brunch. So definitely a good article to look at. We have surprisingly a lot of restaurants here that do brunch. I would say my favorite article to write this week was all about the Bookworm Babes Book Club. This article is not on my radar to write this week. In the All Things Madison discussion page, we were talking about book clubs. Someone had asked, like, hey, is there any book clubs in Madison? Someone talked about it. She and I ended up messaging back and forth, and I thought, I love this story so much that I want to share this with people. Her story was so relatable. The girl who is the head of this book club, she was new to Madison, had no community, and she was like, I'm gonna make community for myself. Talking with her was really fun. Did a whole story about it. So if you are looking for community, or if you just like book clubs, that would be a really good post for you to read, to join it, because it sounds like it's a lot of fun. Okay, so some of my personal happenings this week is that I went to the Tom Brown's official grand opening. Yes, they officially opened for business the beginning of June, but they didn't have their ribbon cutting until now. So got to go to that. Shout out to Dawn from the Scout Guide in Huntsville. Got to meet with her, hang out with her if you're in Huntsville. Go follow the Scout Guide Huntsville because Dawn is editor there and she's amazing and so much fun. Of course, you guys know I love Tom Brown's. I love that they're in Madison. I love that we get their tax dollars that benefit our city. So really fun to attend that. Something silly that you may have seen on my feed is that I took my girls to dinner one night at Sonic, and I loved how they had stepped up their game with these real succulents all over the table. We actually sat there and watched James Clemens' girls soccer play. My kids love that. It was just like a fun little dinner outing for our family. So if you're looking for something with kids, that was really fun on County Line Road. But I think we have 3 Sonic locations actually on, let's see, Sullivan Street and Highway 72 next to Chick-fil-A. Our kids go, if you're wondering why I'm looking down, it's because I have some notes, because we did a lot this week. Madison Pediatrics, that is our dentist. So all 3 of my kids went. We really like Dr. Moffitt. Had a great experience there. So shout out to them, specifically Katie, who is their hygienist. Okay, now I told you guys last week that at the end of every single live, I was going to share with you an outside of Madison place. So it's fitting that since I'm filming this from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, that I would tell you about this area. Our GPS told us that it would take 5 hours and 47 minutes to get here. It is a quick hop, skip, and a jump to get down to this area. Growing up in Madison, I think I took for granted that we live near the Panhandle. But after moving around the country for a little while, I've learned that this is truly where some of the world's most beautiful beaches are. I think I just always thought the beaches were this pretty, but no, they're not. The Panhandle has gorgeous beaches. We're so close to them. We really enjoy Gulf Shores. Panama City is great. Destin's great. We're in 30A this week, or for the long weekend. So if you are new to Madison and have never ventured down to the Panhandle, I would suggest it. My favorite time of year to go is October. We had the best time. It's still warm down here. The water is still, I guess you would say, swimmable temperature. Not super warm, but you could if you wanted to. It's just really, really nice. So that might be a fun thing to do with your family in October if you've not been down here. Okay, like I said, want to be respectful of your time. So thanks for joining us this evening. I will see you guys next week for round 3 of the Madison Minute. Have a great weekend.